Okay. Good morning, students. Today, we are going to start third unit, Bayesian learning. So, students, whatever the drawbacks we have in previous, we learned a lot of things in previous chapters, sample error and true error. So, we done a lot of things in the previous classes. So that all are related to again towards to get a perfect hypothesis, to get a perfect error. Okay, so this chapter will overcome some problems. So what we learned in previous, so this will overcome some problems. Okay, see the first one. So today's topic I'm going to tell about introduction. So listen carefully. Bayesian reasoning provides here in order to understand this entire topic. So this basic thing is required. Please listen carefully. Okay. Bayesian reasoning provides a probabilistic approach to inference. Listen, students, what it means. What it means. Probabilistic approach to inference. Inference is nothing but what is your conclusion? What is your final conclusion that you can call it as inference? You will get that conclusion with the help of this probabilistic approach. So Bayesian reasoning, they are using probabilistic approach to get inference. Inference means the final conclusion you will get it. And here you are using the probabilistic method. So what will the future probability on so and so training data for the so and so hypothesis, so that you can get with the help of Bayesian learning algorithm, Bayesian reasoning. Okay, it is based on the assumption that the quantities of interest are governed by probability distribution, and that optimal decisions can be made by reasoning about those part together with observed data. So students here what they are saying is, I told you in the last class that is you have training data. For the training data, in future, some other examples will come. Some more training data will come. Every day that data will be updated. So for that you need accuracy, perfect accuracy probability you require. So in that particular situation, you are using this Bayesian learning algorithm, and here very important one, that is evidence, evidence supporting alternative hypothesis. So this is a very important. It is important to machine learning because it provides a quantitative approach to weighting the evidence supporting alternative hypothesis. So what it means, for example, I will tell you this with one example, students. Uh, 1 second. So students, for example, uh, every time I'm taking this corona example, అమ్మ దీని గురించి ఇలా తీసుకున్నాను అనుకోకండి, బట్ ఇట్ ఇస్ అ బెస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నౌ డేస్. సో ఇప్పుడు థర్డ్ వేవ్ మనకు స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. Third wave, in maybe in third wave, some so and so people will affect and will get this much rate, this much people. I'm among this total people, this much students they are affected, going to affect. So how we are getting this value? 70% people will affect, 30% people will affect. So we require this many beds, we require this many ventilators, we require this many oxygen beds. How they are telling that? So that we are doing with the help of Bayesian learning algorithm. So what you are expecting in future, what is the probability you are getting in future? that you are going to see here. And here quantities of interest are governed by the probability distributions. So everything here I told you probabilistic approach for inference, future conclusion. Here in order to get in quantities of interest, again you are going to govern by the what? Probability of distribution. And in order to get evidence for that also you are using this probability distribution. Okay. So Bayesian reasoning provides the basis for learning algorithm. Basis for learning algorithm means what is mean by learning algorithms? Can anyone tell me what is mean by learning algorithms? All we discussed this Findes algorithm. In the first lecture, we have seen what is it? Findes algorithm. So in Findes algorithm, in candidate elimination algorithm, and in other algorithms, we are not applying this Bayesian algorithm. And what this Bayesian algorithm usage? One more usage is Bayesian reasoning provides the basis for learning algorithm directly manipulate the probabilities. So there you take a lot of training examples and you calculate all this. But in this what Bayesian reasoning they are also support to learning algorithms, and it is Bayesian reasoning it will provide a basis. Basis means it is a pillar. It is a pillar to the all the learning algorithms. So in order to manipulate probabilities, okay, as well as framework for analyzing the operations of other algorithms that do not explicitly manipulate probabilities. So here in this point you have to understand what that is. These are all used for Bayesian learning algorithm is used for inference. Bayesian algorithm is used for what? Evidence support, and quality of interest test we can get with the help of probability distribution. And here the one more point, what is it? So basis, this is a basis for different learning algorithms. Okay, so, students, after Findes algorithm, after candidate elimination algorithm, in candidate elimination algorithm, again we have seen number of what is that hypothesis will get, and you are going to calculate version space from general to specific, specific to general. There you calculated that. Yes or no? So in that particular one, so in order to get more accuracy result for that, you are applying the for that you are using the basis for the learning algorithms, and in order to get that the more accurate one, sometimes we don't know. And one more thing, very important point. This is suppose in future there is one more health issue will come. Consider in some 2050-60. Consider in that particular situation, what is a starting probability status? What is the starting probability status? So that you can that also will given by the Bayesian reasoning. So Bayesian reasoning is providing your inference. It is supporting. It is supporting. Yes, in some so and so days, some so and so year, some so and so that some rate will come. Okay, so that value is given by the Bayesian reasoning that in future, and it is also giving starting value. So whatever the work you are doing, whatever the work, that work can be anything. Work it can be anything. So in that, it will give the starting probability also it will give. Okay. So next one. Bayesian learning methods are relevant to our study of machine learning for two different reasons. We are studying this for two reasons. The first one, that calculate explicit probability of for hypothesis. Okay, what is mean by hypothesis, students? Okkasari manam just will see. We'll go to the beginning and we'll come back. 166. Yes, these are all. So I told you this, students, already in the beginning. I told you about this. These are all. This one I told you. This one I told you. Specific hypothesis, general hypothesis. I told you. And the problem is here enjoy sport. The problem is enjoy sport, students, and concept learning search. So this is not in, okay. And we are comparing that values, and we are changing our symbols. Already you know about this one. So here what they are saying is, so this is required compulsory. Mission. Okay, find this algorithm, apply. After applying, initially your all set is specific hypothesis. After applying this all the values, you will get this is a general hypothesis. At the last we got this is a general hypothesis. For this values, Aldo will enjoy, and this question mark will indicate in the place of question mark you can replace any value. This or these two question mark also you can replace in any value. So this is your initial specific hypothesis. Specific hypothesis you are converted into general hypothesis. So this is we discussed. And the next one, candidate elimination algorithm. In candidate elimination algorithm, students already we have seen a lot of things in that, and this is we calculated. So this is your specific hypothesis. This is your general hypothesis. In between this, you calculated three hypotheses. Here, the word. Just now I told you a word hypothesis. A word and a good pet one. This is the word. So here I got one hypothesis. Aldo may enjoy in this. In this, Aldo may enjoy in this attributes. So in this attributes, Aldo may enjoy. So total three hypothesis you got it. And in this H1, S2, S3 hypothesis, and what they mentioning here is, okay, page number 166. Okay, what they are saying, Bayesian learning algorithm that calculate explicit probabilities for hypothesis. So for that hypothesis, every hypothesis. So previously we are not going to discuss anything, but Navi Bayes algorithm will work for learning algorithms. Find this algorithm, candidate elimination algorithm. For this algorithm, so this particular Navi Bayes algorithm we are going to calculate explicitly probabilities for hypothesis, such as Navi Bayes classifier or among the most practical approaches certain types of learning problems. Okay, so what are the learning problems we have seen? So for that you can apply this Navi Bayes classifier in order to get the probability. Again, among the three hypotheses you can choose one. So like that you can do. So for example, Michael provided a detailed study. Okay, Navi Bayes classifier to learning include decision tree. Okay, Navi Bayes classifier to other learning algorithms. So this is Navi Bayes classifier. Again, you can apply to the learning algorithms such as decision trees. You can apply neural networks algorithms. So whatever we done previously, neural networks and decision trees. So for that also you can apply. So indirectly, Navi Bayes is used to estimate some probability on findings, candidate, decision trees, neural networks. Are you getting students? And this Navi Bayes classifier is competitive with this other learning algorithms in many cases. Suppose students, someone will say, someone will give some work for you. So which is a best algorithm, best accuracy one. So how you can estimate that? You can say that at that time you can say Navi Bayes classifier is the best one compared to other algorithm. Okay. So next, in some case, I'll perform this other method in the chapter. Okay. Next. So its application to the problem of learning to classify text documents such as electronics new articles. So this particular Bayesian Bayesian reasoning we are using for Bayesian classified using for such as the text documents we are using more this. Okay. So just about this. What is the next? We are going to read the information. And features of Bayesian learning includes first one. Each observed training example can incrementally decrease or increase. You know, students, what it means. What's the prior knowledge can be combined with observed data, and what is meant by Bayesian method can operate hypotheses that make probabilistic directions. New instances can classified by combining a prediction of hypotheses, even in case where Bayesian methods prove computationally intractable. Okay. So what is meant by first one? What is meant by first one? Each observed training example can incrementally decrease or increase. If increase, what happened? If decrease, what happened? Can anyone guess? Just in your mind, from this topic, in your mind, it should be the tables, Aldo table. whatever the table I told you in that starting one, that finders algorithm, that one, just you have to think about that mind. That all are training example. Okay, each observed training example can incrementally or decrease or increase the estimated probability that hypothesis is correct. ఏమంటున్నాడు అంటే listen carefully అమ్మా, whatever the hypothesis is there, whatever the hypothesis you are designed already, and for this whatever the hypothesis you designed, for this hypothesis you taken some training example, this much training examples, and what they are saying is if you increase these training examples or if you decrease this training example, what is your hypothesis value? So that they are saying, so that it will provide, so it provides a more flexible approach to learning than algorithms that completely eliminate a hypothesis if it is not found to be inconsistent with any single example. Okay, so in order to get this type of problem, again you are going to Bayesian methods. Okay, next one, prior knowledge can be combined with observed data to determine the final probability of hypothesis. Prior knowledge, what is meant by prior knowledge? It is very, very important. Prior knowledge. What is meant by it? What is meant by it? Before entering into the BTech, first of all, you have to know what is BTech. How many branches are there? In CSC, EEC, in CS, what are the subjects are available? So, compulsory some priority is required. Okay, so like that, if suppose in future they given one project for you, like what is the ratio of cancer diseases in the world nationwide? Suppose if they given one, so before entering into your work, before visiting all the countries, so you should have the minimum knowledge about how to get the data and how to merge the data, and whatever the graphs, whatever the charts you are going to develop. For that, you are going to, prior knowledge is very, very important, and this prior knowledge is given by Bayesian learning, that you have to understand very clear, students. Prior knowledge. So this is already in previous whatever we learn, in that we are not used any word about prior knowledge, but here I am going to tell about prior knowledge. What is the prior knowledge? You can give before going to get your hypothesis. So once again, you see, prior knowledge can be combined with observed data. Observed data and training data to determine the final probability of the hypothesis. And before going to calculate only, you are going to prior. In Bayesian learning, prior knowledge is provided by asserting a prior probability of for each candidate hypothesis and a probability distribution over observed data for each possible hypothesis. They only giving for every candidate, they giving hypothesis. If your hypothesis may going to change at that time, also you are giving probability distribution. Also, you are giving how much probability you can use at that time. Okay. Bayesian methods can accommodate hypotheses that make probabilistic predictions. Okay, see this one. This is the prediction. What is mean by prediction? Here the prediction word. What is mean by prediction, Amma? What is a prediction? So, suppose students, just imagine our relative got some so and so disease. If he get, doctor will say, so the actual the heart rate is now is like some 93, 94. Tomorrow maybe with the by seeing this all the conditions of patient, tomorrow maybe that 93 will be go to the 100 like that. So we can say tomorrow that patient may discharge like that. So that you can call as predictions. So that predictions also you can get with the help of Bayesian methods. Okay. So new instances can be classified by combining the predictions of multiple hypotheses weighted by their probabilities. I told you, students, combining of predictions of multiple hypotheses weighted by their probabilities in order to classify new instances observed after assigning probability to each hypothesis. Among that, so which instances I am going to take, so that they mention here. Okay. Even in cases where Bayesian methods prove computationally intractable, they can provide a standard of optimal decision making, again which other practical methods can be measured. Okay, what they are saying, they can provide a standard of optimal decision making against which other practical methods can be methods. So by using this, you can make a lot of decision making. You know, students, a lot of researchers, upcoming researchers, scientists, whatever the future technology, future teachers, these are all, they are using this algorithm for decision making of something. And you can use what they are saying indirectly. What they are saying is you can use this particular Bayesian machine learning model. You can apply to the real time practical methods also. So that they are saying, students, very 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 depth of this subject. Okay, don't neglect this. Okay, don't read నేను ఎలా చదువుతున్నా అలా కాదు. Just in this what is the important point, just you make a note down. In this what is the important point, just you make a note down like that. Okay, so in our one practical difficulty in applying Bayesian method is that they typically require initial knowledge. This is a very important. Only one difficulty is there for Bayesian methods is how to start. What is my initial knowledge? So how I can get my initial probability? So how I can go with that probability? So that is a initial one. Okay. Just imagine yourself when you are getting a doubt. Just compare with real time example. Okay. No doctor will see about a patient without that prescription. They will ask, what is your previous prescription? What is your disease? What is your they will ask, the doctor will ask. That is a thing here. Okay, without C you cannot learn C++. Without C++ you don't know about Java. So like this compared to our CSC related. Okay, when these properties are not known in advance, they are often estimated based on the background knowledge. What do you mean by background knowledge? If that person is don't have that initial knowledge, so what we will ask, where are you from? So how you feel yesterday? How you are feeling today? Is pain is coming on some area? Okay, from how many days you are getting like this symptoms? So this is you can call it as background knowledge. And we are also asking you from why you're not coming to these classes regularly. Okay, so we are also asking every day, right? So this is you can call as students initial probability we require for Bayesian methods, and if it is not there, we are using the background knowledge or previous, and you can also say that it is a previously available data. Or will put some other assumption. Assumption means yes, maybe the person maybe assumption, some assumption we are doing. And second practical difficulty is that a significant computational cost required to determine the patient optimal hypothesis in general case. Linear in the number of candidate hypotheses. So here this what is coming again. So you have to refer. So what I given in the last class is how to calculate that Warshall space. How to I just now I referred that the candidate hypothesis. Just visit that page, okay, and see what the candidate hypothesis. So here entire problem. So upcoming pages we are going to see about this one. Okay. So in this we are going to discuss about likelihood and maximum a posterior probability hypothesis. Okay, I will start. We are don't delay. Just this is about what is happening in the next pages. You know, students. So Bayes theorem is going to start. This is about introduction. I explained. Okay. Please, if possible, take a screenshots. మళ్ళీ అర్థం కాదు మీరు మొత్తం చదవాలని మీకు కాదమ్మా ఇది 1 2 3 4 this is like futures next this one next Bayes theorem, right? Okay, listen carefully, listen very carefully, amma. Hypothesis is nothing but hypothesis in the page. What is meant by hypothesis? To get hypothesis, perfect hypothesis, you are using the training examples P. Right, that is only they are saying here. In machine learning, we are often interested in determining the best hypothesis. For example, we are planning for tours or some place. For that, we are taking some decisions we are making. After that, we are taking some ticket on so and so date, on the day, what is the plan, everything you have to think, and you have, that is the perfect data. That is the training data. Best hypothesis. Best hypothesis you have to choose for some space h. Okay, you have with plan you this number of plans are there till next year. In next 50 years also you have the plan. In that you are choosing the best hypothesis, that is a small h. Okay, okay, right. Next, given the observed training data. Okay, among this all the trains, among this all the entire things, that all you can call as training data. In this you are choosing one hypothesis. One way to specify what we mean by best hypothesis to, we demand the most probable hypothesis given the data D plus initial knowledge. Previously we don't use this word. Initial knowledge we are not using, but here the word is coming, that is initial knowledge. With your training data, in previous diagrams, previous concept, this diagram already there also training data is there. Further training data you calculated the hypothesis, yes or no? And here additionally initial knowledge should also require. If you have initial knowledge, you get more best probability hypothesis, right? About the prior probability of the various hypotheses H. Bayes' theorem provides a direct method for calculating such probabilities. What they are saying, students, listen carefully. How you are doing this? Direct method. Okay, how they are providing? We'll see. More precisely, Bayes' theorem provides a way to calculate the probability of hypothesis based on its prior probability. Bayes' theorem provides a way to calculate the probability of a hypothesis based on its prior probability. Prior means, so I told you initial knowledge you are given, and based on some assumptions, based on that previous data and some more things, by using that you can calculate the prior probability of that. The probability of observing various data is given the hypothesis and observed data itself. Just now I told you, right? To define a Bayes' theorem preciously, let us understand. Take a screenshot. One more screenshot. This up to here. Okay, next one. To define a Bayes' theorem preciously, we introduce a little notion. Notions are required. So no language we cannot learn directly. Some notions are required. So what is that notion? The first notion is P of H. Second notion is P of D. Third notion is P of DH. Fourth notion is P of HD. Okay, this is very simple. In your mind, it should be like మీ మైండ్లో ఒకటే ఉండాలి ఏంటంటే దట్ షుడ్ బి వాట్ ఈస్ హైపోథిసిస్, వాట్ ఈస్ ద ట్రైనింగ్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్, అమాంగ్ దిస్ యు ఆర్ కంపైరింగ్, దట్స్ ఇట్. p of h means to denote the initial probability. I told you initial knowledge is required. Initial probability that hypothesis h holds before we have observed the training data. Before we have observed the training data. So that you can call it as initial probability of P of H. So we are not including here observer before we have observed training data. Initially you are only taken for this, the initial probability I am assuming for this is P of H for some hypothesis. P of H is often called as prior probability of H and may reflect any background knowledge. So when you are starting, suppose I am entering into the market now. I want to buy today some mirchi, consider. So initially I don't know market rate, so I am started with my own. So that you can call as prior probability you are giving them. Okay, we have about the chance that H is correct hypothesis. If we have no such prior knowledge, then we might simply assume the same prior probability with each candidate hypothesis. If you don't have such knowledge, so whatever the things you are going to get continuous hypothesis, for that you have to assume the same prior knowledge, same prior. Similarly, we will write P of D denotes the prior probability that training data will be observed. So what they are saying is, already you have some hypothesis with you. With this hypothesis, this training example is correct. correct suitably or not. When Aldo will enjoy, only you take a hypothesis. Aldo will enjoy these many attributes: sunny, rainy, wind. For these attributes Aldo will enjoy, and for this hypothesis whatever I told you, sunny, rainy, for that this training data is observed how much, this training data is observed how much, that you can call as P of D. The probability of D given no knowledge about which hypothesis holds, which hypothesis, but with the, by seeing that Aldo will enjoy some so and so attributes, sunny, rainy, like that. By observing these hypotheses, you are going to calculate, you are going to get the probability this. Okay. Next, P of D, the meaning in students see, it denotes the probability of observing the data. D, observing the data D, given some word in which specific hypothesis holds. The meaning of a suppose if I write P X Y, I am written. So what it means? X is calculated based on Y. So here also same. You are going to observing training data. You are going to calculate the probability of training data by seeing already existing hypothesis. So what about this? You are going to calculate the hypothesis. You are going to calculate the probability of hypothesis with the help of the observed training data. Observed training data. And so like that. So this is the training example, and what it indicates, that holes given the observed training data T is a called, and it is also called as posterior probability of H. Posterior probability of H, because it reflects our carbonate that H holes after we have seen the training data. So this is the meaning. You are having H holes by seeing what data? This data. So remaining I will tell you in the next class, students. Take a screenshot this. Okay, so this is a formula, and by seeing this formula, the formula చూసి పెద్ద భయపడాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు, చిన్నది ఇవన్నీ చిన్నయమ్మా. So this is we are going to learn in the next class. Okay, okay, so don't worry about syllabus. Compulsory I will finish this machine learning total syllabus. Okay, don't worry about. From Thursday onwards I will take 2 classes every day. Okay, don't worry about this. Okay, take care of. I'm ending the session.